Dear friends in Jesus, we are on the last week of Advent, a time which every year introduces us to Christmas, its beauty and to its mystery. In our journey forward, we keep hearing the voices of people from different walks, of children, aged, youth, and adults. Among all, certain voices, certain cries, certain memories and scenes cannot be easily erased from our minds. It evokes in us a need to act. We are losing everything all over again. It's a cry from the youth experiencing hopelessness and helplessness after the COVID-19 pandemic. Many from the margins are facing multiple losses, social isolation, and lack of time to grieve. Many youth have lost the hope in life. For many, the daily living itself is a question today. Quite many are mourning the loss of their dear ones and not in a spirit of celebrating Christmas. But today, dear youth, let us remember that the feast of the birth of Christ does not clash with the trial we are experiencing, because it is a feast of compassion, of tenderness par excellence. Because God is too great, too bright, and too glorious. His beauty is humble and full of human warmth. We hear in the book of Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." Therefore, those of you who have given up your hopes, God is calling you back to a new level of life. Return to the Lord your God, friends. God is sending His Son to be with you, to redeem you, to show you the way. Therefore, hold on to the hope, to the beauty and love that is present in the season of Advent and Christmas. Because Christmas comes with a transforming power, a grace that chooses to dwell amidst His people who are hopeless, frustrated, lonely, and in the darkness of life. In the book of Joshua, chapter 1 verse 9, we hear him say, "Be strong and courageous, do not be afraid, do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." These are words that come from deep experience of knowing God so closely and so personally. Words of assurance and hope. Paul the Sixth says, "This world in which we live needs beauty in order not to fall into despair." What kind of beauty is the question? Not the false one made up of appearance and earthly wealth, which is empty and generates emptiness. No. But that beauty of a God who becomes flesh, that of faces and that of stories, that of creatures who form our common home and who participates in the praise of the Most High. And Christmas comes with such values of life, love, peace, and light, friends. 1 John chapter 4 verse 12 says, "No one has ever seen God. If we love one another, God abides in us." Therefore, pursue purity so that you can see God's beauty now and so that you will see Him face to face. The beauty of Christmas shines through in the sharing of small gestures of concrete love, friends. It is not alienating, it is not superficial, it's not evasive. On the contrary, it widens the heart, opens it to give freely, opens it to the gift of self, and can also generate cultural, social, and educational dynamics through our creative and innovative interventions. Ephesians chapter 2 verse 10 says, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." Through the creativity and the innovative spirit of young people, we can make the dream come true of a world where bread water, medicine, education, and work flow abundantly and reach those most in need of it, where everyone has a house of their own. Therefore, dear youth, God calls you to be partners of change. You are sent to join hands in the struggles to build a better future for all. Therefore, arise and be on your guard. Replace your hopelessness with confidence, your vulnerability with strength of character, your inconsistency with a stable and focused mind. For you are the future of the world. The world counts on you. Life is often a desert. It is difficult to walk, but if you trust in God, it can become beautiful and wide as a highway. So, never lose hope. Continue to believe. In spite of everything that happens to you in life, march forward in confidence. For we see in the book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 10, do not fear, for I am with you. Do not anxiously look about you, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Surely I will help you. Surely I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. May you remain united and steadfast to these words of God in your search for a better future. May you experience support in your hunger for justice. May you resolve to be hopeful in the face of despair and stand united in the mission to ensure that no one is left behind without the means to lead a dignified life.